Okay, Fresno State week. They're an athletic team. I know they didn't fare very well against the Trojans, but they do have good players. They've certainly got all our attention, all our respect. Needless to say, I mean, they've won, what, 20-plus games over the last 2 years, or 20 games over the last 2 years, so, and essentially one game away from a BCS last year. So even though last week was not real competitive for them, you know, we fully realize how good they are, and they're well coached, and they got plenty of good players. So we will need to play our best football. We got them at our place, which is a plus. Had the game on Thursday, which gave our guys a little bit more time to rest and heal up. We'll get back on the field today and start preparing for Fresno State. So questions?
Coach, did you feel like the performance against Idaho State was representative of who you guys are as a team overall?
Hopefully not with our run defense. You know, that's the thing that irks me the most and irks us the most is the porous run defense, and I've addressed it. We've addressed it. And other than that, not bad. You know, I thought our offense was explosive, made a lot of plays, one turnover, one too many, but still took pretty good care of the football, made a bunch of first downs, scored a bunch of points. Special teams was solid, made some big plays there. And defensively, you know, against the pass, we were pretty decent. You know, gave up a few balls, but the real glaring negative from the game was the run defense, and we got to get that fixed. And Fresno actually ran the ball very effectively against SC. They had a back that had just about 100 yards and about 160 yards overall rushing, which against that SC front seven is pretty darn good.
On Thursday night, it seemed like Nate and some other defensive folks and you kind of suggested that guys weren't really in the roles they were supposed to be playing when it came to run defense and kind of shoring up some of the gaps. Do you feel like that after reviewing the film, do you feel like that was the issue, and do you feel like that you've resolved that?
Yeah, and it wasn't really guys in the wrong roles. It was guys not in the right gaps. You know, so it was more assignments rather than personnel in wrong positions and so forth. It was missed assignments and not canceling gaps that needed to be canceled. And so it's just, you know, it's not a real difficult fix. I mean, all you got to do is get in your right gap, and so we'll work hard this week at making sure that happens. It's not like we were getting manhandled, I guess is the point. We weren't getting manhandled. It was more assignment errors.
I saw on the latest depth chart today that Dominic Hatfield has been moved up to co-starter with Davion Orfe at corner. Can you talk a little bit about that move?
Yeah, his debut at corner was very good, did a lot of good things. You know, he's going to get his opportunity to start. He's still a two-way player. He's still going to play some receiver as well, but it's been a reversal, whereas up to this point he was primarily a receiver and playing corner secondarily. It's reversed now. He's primarily a corner and playing receiver as a secondary position.
Kyle, you talked a little bit about Kalen Clay. You needed to do a little catch-up because he came in late, but obviously it was performance against Idaho State with the returns, and then looks like on the depth chart he's moved up as a starter at receiver. Can you just talk about, has he caught up, or is he still playing catch-up, and the progress he's made since he's been here?
Well, he's made a lot of progress. He's just about caught up, and it was both from a physical and mental standpoint. He didn't get here until right before two-a-days started, so he was starting at square one, where the other new guys with that new rule had a chance to meet twice a week, you know, all summer long. And so he missed out on that, but he certainly made up a lot of ground in the game with the big plays on the returns. Still, you know, his stamina is not where it needs to be. He's still getting that part down, you know, with the altitude and the fast tempo that we're playing at. He was nowhere near ready for that at the very beginning. He's getting closer now. But he's a big play guy. That was very apparent by when he touched the ball Thursday night.
A negative here, -1 in the turnover battle.
Yeah, that was a huge negative, and expressed to the team and the coaching staff, we're going to have a very, very difficult time in the Pac-12 if that trend, you know, it's not a trend, but if that shows up in Pac-12 games, it's tough to win, and we got to get that reversed. And that was an Achilles heel for us last year, and really wasn't the turnovers. One turnover is not excessive, but we got to get takeaways. That's the key. Defense has got to start taking the ball away. Dom Hatfield led his team in interceptions. I think he led the county. He had 10 interceptions as a senior in high school. And so hopefully with him back there more often, that'll give us a chance, you know, with a guy with great ball skills to get the ball out of the air for us. USC was able to intercept Fresno 4 times, which wasn't a difference in the game by any means, but it certainly helped.
With Devontae Booker's big first week, is there any thought of giving him a little bit more action on the offense?
Sure, yeah, and he will get more carries. Yeah, he was very productive. Was he 7? I think both him and Bubba were over 7 yards a carry. But Devontae really did some good things. He caught that screen pass and took it 50 or 60 yards up the sideline and made some nice runs. And so he definitely will be more of a factor this week.